Hello friends, today's topic is coordinate geometry and we already covered basic concept based on the chapter coordinate geometry, and this is the second part of the chapter coordinate geometry, and today we are going to discuss or learn or solve the MCQs based on the topic or the concept of the chapter coordinate geometry, that how many MCQs are possible from this chapter that we are going to cover now in this video. So let us start the video and let us see what type of MCQs we can solve or can be there from the chapter coordinate geometry. Yes friends, the first MCQ is the x coordinate of every point on a y axis is what is to be given. I am drawing here. There's this Cartesian coordinate system we have understood. Here it was x dash, y dash, and y was there, and here origin O was there, who was having the coordinate origin coordinates were 0, 0. These were the coordinates of origin. Now what is to be said? X coordinate. Coordinate means x comma y, two terms are there in the coordinate x coordinate of every point on y axis, the point which is lying on the y axis. That means point is lying somewhere here in the y axis. That means the coordinate for the x would be 0, definitely lying over here. That's why then and then only the point can be on y axis. So the MCQ and the solution for the first would be A. So this is the correct answer for the x coordinate of every point on y axis. If the point is lying on the y axis, then definitely its x coordinate would be 0 and y axis would be any number A. We can say A. The value of A is A can be less than 0 or greater than 0. If it is equals to 0, then we can tell it is at origin. Yes friends, so that's why I have written that point A can be less than 0 or greater than 0. I hope you all might be getting it. So let us begin with the second MCQ for the day. A point whose y coordinate is on the 0. What is to be said? Y coordinate. In this we have, in the first sum we have learned about the x coordinate. If the x coordinate of every point on the y axis is, this was the first MCQ that we have done. Now let us move to the second MCQ. It is a point whose y coordinate is 0. That means the y coordinate is 0. That means what we can say friends, if y coordinate is 0 lying over here, that means the point would be lying on x axis somewhere. Yes, either here or here. That means y coordinate, making y coordinate 0. That means what we are going to get, value of A, again value of A should be greater than 0 or value of A could be less than 0. Similarly for the, so the answer for the second one would be B. I hope you all might be getting it friends, and this was the easier type of MCQ. So let us begin with the third one, which is to be given or shared over here. I am changing the pen so that we can find it easier. The points whose x and y coordinates are equal. That means the points y 1 1, 2 2, 3 3, it is talking about like this, something like that. 4 4, lying on a line passing through. It must be lying on a line passing through. It must be lying on a line passing through origin, we can say. That means the line would be passing from here, because here 1 1 would be there, 2 2, 3 3, in this way it would be there. Minus 1 1, minus 2 2, minus 3 3, in this way it would be there. So that's why we can say that the line was passing from the origin. So the option or the correct answer for MCQ 3 is origin. I hope you all might be getting it. So let us begin with the next slide and let us see which type of MCQ new we are going to learn today. So friends, if you like the concept, don't forget to share and subscribe to my channel. So now let us begin with the next type of MCQs. Equation of x-axis is same thing. First, what I'm trying to solve, let us draw the Cartesian coordinate system. Here it is x dash, y dash, and y, and here it is the point origin O. Equation of x-axis, that means what is to be said is the equation of x-axis, that means in which only x coordinate is there, y coordinate is not there. That means at that time only y coordinate would be definitely 0. Then and then only it can be said at the equation of x-axis, because in that Cartesian coordinate system xy form is there, y coordinate is 0 or equation of x-axis. That means it is truly based on the value of x. That means at that time, now from the option y is equals to 0, x equals to 0, here what we have done friends, As per our question, what is the correct answer? That x would be not equals to 0 and y should be equals to 0. So the option 1 is correct answer for MCQ 1. I hope you all might be getting it. So let us begin with the second one. In which quadrant does the point -3 and 4 -4 lies? Here it is plus plus, we know. Here it is minus plus. Here it is minus minus, and here it is plus minus. These are the quadrant 1, quadrant 2, 3 and 4. I have written what sign rule for their as per their quadrant. Now what is to be given? -3. That means -3, x term is having minus sign, y term is also having minus sign. Both the terms are having minus sign. That means it lies in the quadrant 3. It is quadrant 1, it is quadrant 2, it is quadrant 4. I hope you all might. So it lies in quadrant 3. So the correct answer is C. I hope you all might be getting it. So let us begin with next sum. And I'm erasing it over here so that we can find it easier and we'll find enough space for solving the next MCQs. If the ordinate, yes friends, before moving in the last video, that means I might have forgotten to share with you that the point or the line or the number on the x-axis are said to be as ordinate. Yes friends, no sorry, abisca. That means the point lying on the x-axis are said to be as abisca. That is, the spelling for abisca is ABSCISSA. Yes, and point lying on the y-axis is called as ordinate. It is similar to our chapter name, but only co is not there, the point lying on the y-axis. I hope you all might be getting it. Now what is to be given in the MCQ 3? If the ordinate of a point is 0, that means the x term in the coordinate is 0. What it means, friends? That x terms in the ordinate is 0. So let us write it over here. Ordinate, that means x term would be 0. X and y form is there. In that x ordinate is 0. It will lie on, if ordinate is 0, then it will definitely lie on y-axis. It is similar to the MCQ that we have done previously also, but little bit of change in the language is there for confusing us. So let us begin with the fourth MCQ. The distance of point -3 and -5 from the y-axis. Yes, for this we need to learn the formula of the distance, friends. Yes, this was a figure I need to explain little bit over here, so that after that we need to erase it. Point is lying -3 -5. That means -3 over here, -1 -2 -3. In this way it would be there. It is in -2 -3. Yes friends, here -4. Similarly here also -5 we also require, -5. Similarly over here -1 -2, and here -3 is there. These are the 3 points. The point is lying, what is to be -3 on the x-axis, somewhere over here, and -5. That means the point is lying over here. I hope you all might be getting it. -3 -5. That means the point is lying somewhere over here at the point of intersection over here. Now it has been asked that what would be the distance. What would be the distance? So the formula for the distance is also there. So let us see which formula we are using for the distance. The formula is first xy value, x1 y1. We are writing it as x1 y1. Value for x1 and y1 is always given in the question, -3 -5. And what is to be set? From y-axis. From y-axis it is to be set. That means we have to make x term as 0, and we will take the other value x2 and y2 also. That we have to take by our own, and how we are taking, I am explaining you over here, that x2 and y2. As we have to find from y-axis, we need to find. Yes friends, so that means what we will do, term having x would be 0 and term having y would be similar to the previous one. That means the thing, if it has been asked y-axis, then the coordinates of both y1 and y2 should be same. If it is given only one coordinate is given. If you want to find for the y-axis, then y1 and y2 should be same. And if you want to find for x-axis, then x1 and x2 should be same, and value for y2 should be 0. Similarly, it has been asked for y on y-axis. Here x2 term should be 0. Yes, so let us start solving it. The formula for finding the distance is x2 minus x1 the whole square plus in bracket y2 minus y1 the whole square. Now let us put the value of x2 and x1. Value of x2 is 0, we know, minus as it is now. Value of x1 is, we know, minus 3. So I am doing like this. Similarly for value for y2. Value for y2 is minus 5, minus sign common, again minus 5 square whole square. This is the trick we are using while solving, and this is the formula. Now opening the bracket, minus 3 and minus 3. We don't have to open and solve. Minus minus, it would be plus 3. So we can say it as 3 square. 3 square plus here minus 5, and after opening the bracket it would be plus 5 the whole square. So it can be cancelled. It can be cancelled, and here it can be written as 0. So I am writing directly over here because of lack of the space. That would be 0. So the thing that is left is 3 square. Now square and square root get cancelled, so the distance we obtained is 3 units. So our answer would be 3 units. That is option number C is the correct answer for MCQ number 4. I hope you all might be getting it. So friends, if you like the content, don't forget to share and subscribe to my channel. Now let us begin with the MCQ number 5, and let us see what new we are going to learn over here in this MCQ. If abisca means the point having x coordinate, or the point lying on the x-axis, is called abisca. On the x-axis, I am drawing small figure over here so that we can find it. Find the space. This is called abisca. This space is called abisca, and this space is called abisca. Yes, that means x-axis. And on the y-axis, this is called as ordinate. If the point is lying on the y-axis, then it is called as ordinate. Now what is to be given? The abisca of a point is 7. That means 7 on the x-axis. We are writing in the terms of coordinate x comma y. Value of x is given 7, and value for ordinate is minus 8. That means this is the what we have obtained coordinate based on this. So this is the coordinate 7 and minus 8. This was the thing that we need to find over here, and if the quadrant is to be asked, then it would be lying in the quadrant number 4. That also we can say easily without making or without finding any problem in that. So correct answer for MCQ 5th would be option number D. So friends, if you like the content, don't forget to share and subscribe to my channel. Now another MCQs over here are the point which lie on x-axis at a distance of 6 units in the negative direction of y-axis. Before that, what we are first will do Cartesian coordinate system. Yes, the basic I am doing. This is x, this is x dash. Why I am drawing again and again? So that you can recall it easily without making lot of efforts. X, y dash. Yes friends, now let us change the color of pen so that we can find it easy. What is to be said? The point which lie on the y-axis, that means it is lying on the y-axis somewhere. That means it indicates the x coordinate should be 0. X comma y I am writing for myself so that I don't make mistake. It means that x coordinate is 0 at a distance of 6 units in the negative direction. That means somewhere over here it would be minus 6. Yes, we can say friends. So x coordinate is 6 units in the negative direction. It would be over here. So the coordinate would be 0 minus 6. And that was the only question that has been asked. So our coordinate for what? For the question given is 0 minus 6. So the option C is the correct option. I hope you all might be getting it. So let us begin with the next sum and see what we are going to learn in that and how we are going to solve. If the coordinates of the 2 points, one point is minus 3, 2, and the second point is minus 5, 3. Yes, then abisca of B. Abisca of P. What is the abisca of P, dear? Minus 3 is the abisca of P. Point P, it is point P and it is point Q. Abisca means the x coordinate. Then abisca of P, minus 3. We have put it now minus sign. Abisca of Q. What is the abisca of Q? Minus 5. We have just put the values over here. It is written over here. I have just put it the value, nothing much I have done over here. Abisca means the x coordinate I am writing over here so that you can relate it. Minus sign as it is. Abisca of q is minus 5. This is the same thing I have written over here. You can check. Yes friends, I have done nothing special. Now minus 3 as it is, minus minus plus 5. Now I am having 5 rupees in my pocket. I want to give 3 rupees, so I am left with 2 units in my pocket. So that would be the answer. So what is the correct answer, friends? The correct answer is B. I hope you all might be getting it, and that was the easier type of sum. So let us begin with the MCQ number 3. Signs of Abisca and coordinate of a point in the second quadrant. Second quadrant, we know here the signs are plus plus, and here the signs are minus plus. Here the signs are minus minus, and here the signs are plus minus. This is quadrant 1, this is quadrant 2, this is quadrant 3, and this is quadrant 4. I hope you all might be able to recall it. Now it is to be asked in second quadrant. It is asked what is the sign in the second quadrant? Minus plus. Minus plus, that means the option number D is correct. Yes friends, I hope you all might be getting why I have written for all the quadrants, so that you should able to understand and recall it without facing a lot of difficulties, and little bit type of revision for all the quadrants should be done with this MCQ solution. Yes, so let us see what is left. Yes, now we are going to do little bit small type of fill in the blanks also in this session, so that we can get our concept more clear. The point of intersection of the coordinate axis. This was the axis. I have already told you in the first lecture, two axes are there, x-axis, y-axis. This is x dash, this is y dash. The point of intersection, this is the point of intersection, 0. What was the point named as? The point was named as origin. So the answer for the first fill in the blanks is origin. I hope you all might be getting it, friends. So answer for first is origin, and its coordinate are 0, 0. We can also write that because we know this thing also, and I'm not giving exams, so I can write much more things than asked in the question, so that it would be easier for you to recall and you would be able to remember it easily. Fifth sum, or the fifth question given as per the question or the picture. The coordinate axis divide the Cartesian plane into 4 parts. Yes, coordinate axis, y-axis and x-axis divide the Cartesian plane into 4 parts. Which 4 parts? Known as first, second, third, fourth. This 4 parts we are divided, and what we are naming, or we are pronouncing it as quadrant. We are pronouncing it as quadrant. So the answer for our second question would be quadrant. I hope you all might be getting it, friends. So answer for it is quadrant. That was also easier type of fill in the blanks, we can say. Now the sixth is the coordinates of the origin are. Now the coordinates of origin I have already written in the fourth fill in the blanks. You can see now it has been asked in the form of other fill in the blanks. We know the coordinates of the origin are, we can write easily 0, 0. These are the coordinates of the origin. So now let us begin with the last sum for the day, and the y coordinate of every point on the x-axis. If the point is on the x-axis, this type of things we have done. Now this is, we can say, the third similar type. What he is trying to say, the y coordinate is 0. X and y two coordinates are there. Y coordinate is 0. That means the point is lying on the x-axis. If point is lying on the x-axis, that means the y coordinate would be 0. That is the thing to be asked. And similarly, and the x coordinate of every point. Similarly, x and y are there. X coordinate of every point on the y-axis. If the point is lying on the y-axis, then the x coordinate would be 0. Same thing. So the answer for last is 0 and 0. I hope you all might be getting it, friends. So friends, it was till this sum only for today. So friends, if you like the concept, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel, and thanks for watching you all.